What's going on, everybody? This is Gen716 back here again, and today, big news coming from the capstone, and that is that Christian Leary, the 23rd best receiver according to 24/7 Composite, and the 100, and I believe 36th player in the nation. I could be wrong about that, but somewhere on that line, he is just committed to the University of Alabama. This is a huge commitment for the University of Alabama. Number one, because again, it improves Bama's recruiting rank, which it's been stuck in the 40s and 30s, and they just finally moved up because of the J.C. Latham commitment. But now that number is surely going to go up, and it's going to probably be like maybe 22nd or somewhere around the line, maybe top 15ish. But yeah, it definitely helps Alabama in that department. But also because it improves room for the receiving depth for Alabama. Right, next year, Devontae Smith, and Jalen Waddle, if those two guys can stay healthy and have big years, they're going to the NFL. Well, Devontae Smith is going to the NFL regardless, but if Jalen Waddle has a big year and he decides to go, then as far as just the huge playmakers goes, Alabama just has a young receiving core with limited experience, so they just needed to try to improve that depth at the receiving position as much as possible. And Bama, they're hitting it with the receiving position, man. I mean, you look at guys like Ajia Hall, Ja'Cory Brooks. They're going after guys like Christian Leary, Michael Johnson. These guys are not stopping. These guys are continuing to push really, really hard for some of the best skill positions in the country. And hey, that's something that you're gonna have to like and respect. So getting a commitment from Christian Leary, despite the last two recruiting classes where Bama had just has a lot of receivers in it, that just shows a lot. That just shows a lot about the University of Alabama, about Nick Saban, and just the recruiting that he's had. Shout out to Jeff Banks, which was his primary recruiter. Or is his primary recruiter. Shout out to Jeff Banks. He's done a phenomenal job at recruiting so far. But yeah, Christian Leary, man, if you guys don't know much about him, 5'9", around 180 pounds, a very, very similar player to Jalen Waddle, very, very explosive, especially in the open field, primarily plays in the slot, but can play out wide out, was more of a wildcat quarterback too for Edgewater. Helped get that team to the state championship. And if you guys want to look up some footage of him, definitely look up the game between St. Thomas Aquinas versus Edgewater in the state championship game, because he was arguably the best player on the field that day. He made such a huge impact, even though Edgewater did lose that game. Still, it was a fun game to watch. I remember watching it. It was very, very fun, and seeing this kid in person was absolutely phenomenal. So yeah, this is a huge commitment for the University of Alabama. Alabama now has three receivers, three elite prospects, and of course Christian Leary, Ja'Cory Brooks, and Ajia Hall. And Alabama, it's a possibility. Michael Johnson, it's a huge possibility that he could come to the University of Alabama as well, or he could make, because like I said, man, we are a long ways off before National Signing Day, so anybody could decommit. But as far as it goes right now, this is a big commitment for the University of Alabama. And man, like I said before during that J.C. Latham video, man, once as soon as he definitely committed, don't be shocked, don't be surprised if you see a lot more players. They start to just come out of the woodworks. They start to commit. Ajia Hall, he also said that after an interview that there's a lot of players that they're like silent commits. These guys are Bama all day. They're silent about it, but of course, they're waiting for the right moment to release it. That's what he said. He says there's a lot of players like that that are silently committed. So yeah, who knows? Maybe Christian Leary was a guy that was a silent Bama commit all this time, and maybe he just decided, hey, now this is just the right time to just make it public. Again, because Cristobal for the 24/7 Composite, they actually had Oklahoma, 100% of him going to Oklahoma. So clearly they had it wrong all this time. The Cristobal had that thing all that they had it wrong all that time, because guess what, he made his commitment to the University of Alabama. So, but yeah, once again, a huge commitment, and I'm excited. If he does continue with his commitment, and he gets enrolled here and he gets an opportunity for playing time. I can't wait to see him. And yeah, let me know how you guys feel about him. For Christian Leary, are you guys excited about it? Do you feel like he's going to make an impact here? let me know how you guys feel about the commitment about Christian Leary, and also let me know about some also future guys, some also future prospects that could also make their commitments. Again, are there a lot of silent commitments, and who are the guys you think will definitely make their commitment around the summertime? Because that normally the summertime, that's when a lot of Bama commits start to come out of nowhere. So you know I, I'm really excited to see who else during this month of June, July, during the rest of the summer time, about who else is going to be committing. So, yeah, man, let me know how you guys feel about it during the comment section below, and we can definitely talk about it in the comment section. So, anyway, guys, hopefully you guys have a safe day. It's Jan 116. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.